All right, another week, another few games to talk about. 100% making sure this is recording because last week, that didn't go too well. Yo, what up, everyone? Sledge here, your game culture king for Game World News on another episode. We got 4 or 5 topics today to go over. Really excited to go through every single one of them. Stay tuned, stick around, and see what we're going to go over today. As usual, guys, we're going to jump right into this. Let's start off with the NES, a console that pretty much is completely extinct. It stopped making games in 1995, but there are some people in the world, believe it or not, that are actually, as a hobby, making games. Now, we're not talking just like, hey, here's the machine, let's make a game, let's plug in a device and make it work. Like, they go all out. They're doing the packaging, they're doing the game booklets, they're actually making new cartridges for these games, and there's a few companies that are actually doing this. One of which is MorphCat Games, and they actually had a game called Micro Mages that was released about a year back. I checked it out actually online. It's really cool looking. Also, it is on Steam, I believe, for like $8 or $9. But they went ahead and they actually did a Kickstarter project for this, and it blew it through the roof. It got around 150,000 euros for the Kickstarter, and I believe it was like an extra 100%, so 200% over what they needed to get this project started. So they got it going. They made the game. It looks really cool, super smooth. It looks like it's got some modern feel to it with some of the motion, but other than that, it is an 8-bit game. It looks really clean, really solid, and it's actually making me want to pick it up at Steam. We're not doing this right now. Please do not do this right now. What started off as a hobby for some of these guys, they basically would get out of high school and they would start making these games, and it was just for fun, strictly. They didn't expect it to go viral to a degree, and like, it's not huge to a point where we're all doing it, but there are people that are still holding on to the NES, and that's Nintendo Entertainment System. For anyone that doesn't know, I am so sorry. I probably should have explained that for anyone that's a little bit younger. My bad. But yeah, there's people that are always going to hold on to games, you know, the vintage. They're going to collect the cartridges for the Super Nintendo, the NES, and they're just going to rock them. They're going to set them up on their TV and they're going to play them. Not going to lie, we have a Nintendo 64 that we jam every now and then, and I think for a little period we had a Super Nintendo, we bought one, and they actually came up with the small emulators, but these ones are for the actual console, and it's really, really cool to see that they've developed it to this degree. I mean, the entire printing process is something that I kind of know a little bit about, so like, to get proper packaging and proper labeling on these cartridges is mind-blowing. Apparently it costs a bunch of money. I can't remember the exact amounts. Maybe I'll drop some information on that as well. Guys, I can't give MorphCat all the credit on this. There are other gaming companies that are doing the exact same thing, like Arctic Entertainment and Octovania. They're going to be dropping titles in 2020, so if you guys have an NES that's just laying around collecting dust and you're wondering, hey, this is a finite amount of games that we can play, there isn't. There's a plenty of other titles out there that you can grab now, so it's pretty crazy. Check them out. Guys, on to topic 2, we're jumping into something that I'm actually not super familiar with, but we're going to talk about it anyways. You guys can laugh and haha and poke your fun about it, but Hearthstone, guys, they're being dropping a new deck that's coming out, and it's going to be, I believe, in a 60-card deck and a 100-card deck. One is running for $50, the cheaper one, I mean the lesser of the two, and then the more expensive one is $80, and that's for the 100-card pack. The name of this pack is called Descent of Dragons. This will be dropping on December 10th, and one of the cards they released, his name is Chenvala. His, her, its name, Chenvala. Chenvala is actually an anagram of the word avalanche, I believe. So Blizzard was kind of like putting it in, I guess, as like its nickname, but then ended up keeping it because it is actually an ice dragon. I'm not even sure if it has wings. I forgot what the picture looked like, but we'll probably drop it over here. Chenvala is a mage legendary, and GameStop was the one to reveal this, I believe. That's what I read on the article. Don't know how GameStop's really involved in this because it's, I believe, just a digital game, but maybe it's console too. Again, here I go getting lost on Hearthstone because I really don't know much about it. I should probably just grab it. I think it's free, so maybe I'll just like play it for one day, even though it's definitely not my genre. So guys, basically in the explanation of this card, I'm not going to get super in depth with it, but it's got the abilities of a lower mage, and I'm not sure what that even means, but they're basically proving that it can like boost an element, I guess, for other cards in the deck, and they're basically proving that this card, even though it is a lower level mage, it can actually boost an entire deck. So this is only one of the cards out of the 60 or the 100 deck that you can go through. So for anyone that's looking for a new deck, or obviously you're trying to amplify your current, pick this up. It's gonna be dropping again December 10th. Check it out. Maybe I'll actually check it out. Definitely not gonna buy the deck, but I'll check the game out, so we'll see how that goes. Guys, number 3 on the list, Capcom. They have some rumors going out that they're going to be dropping some new titles at Anime Jump convention. I'm not sure what they call it, but anyways, the Anime Jump convention, Capcom's going to be releasing some information on some new games. Now, I say new, but I'm not entirely sure if they're going to actually be new or not. It sounds like There was 4 rumored, but it's narrowed down to 2 now, and one of those is a Resident 2 remake, or Resident 3, I lied, Resident 3 remake. If you guys are unfamiliar with Capcom, I just mentioned Resident Evil is one of their titles, Street Fighter's another one, Devil May Cry as well. Guys, if you guys don't know Capcom, you probably do know their games. Monster World Hunter is probably one of the more recent ones that people are familiar with. So they're very, very anime style games. If you guys haven't checked out any of them, that'd be kind of a shock. But apparently with Street Fighter 5, they were dropping in-game advertising on it. So people have been a little bit weary about some of these new titles that have been released. Granted, they have a bunch of old ones they've been remaking and redoing and even dropping and porting some of them to the Nintendo Switch. So on the site called Ryokutya, I don't know how to say it, guys. I'm so sorry. Ryokutya 2089. Basically, they're the ones that are initially shared the 4 game titles. Well, the 4 rumored games that were going to be released, but basically they're trying to narrow it in, and they think it's really more so about 2 games. And like I mentioned before, Resident Evil 3, they're looking for a remake on that. So if you guys like Resident Evil, this one might be for you, as well as this other game that there's a mystery around. I'm not entirely sure what it could be. They've been dropping, like Monster Hunter just like felt like it came out, even though it's been out for like a year. They just dropped it on PC recently. But you guys let me know what you guys' thoughts are on what game it could be in the future, or if maybe potentially a new title completely. That'd be really cool to see. But also, guys, while I got you, if you guys want to have further discussions that you guys can't, reach out to me on the comments, I do stream every Tuesday through Friday, 1 to 6 p.m. Eastern time. Catch me there. We can further discuss anything in any of these videos from now, beyond, in the future, left, right, up, down. So definitely pop in. I would love to see it. Man, we are rolling right through this list. I'm not gonna lie. I wrote down all this information, and I just feel like I'm cranking through it. I must be just getting good at this. All right, guys, this one's not necessarily news, but more so a sale, and something that we all know and love is Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which I don't even know if people are even calling it Cyber Monday anymore, but besides the point. So Steam is actually probably one of the more renowned ones that's going on. They actually started a few days before Black Friday, and they're not even calling it a Black Friday sale. It's just their fall Steam sale. So this ends December 3rd. You still have plenty of time to pick something up if you guys haven't already. 2 that we're gonna mention really quick: Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, $40 right now, typically $60. I picked the game up. It's like a Dark Souls-y game, so don't pick it up unless you're like willing to stress out and really figure out boss patterns. But it is a fun game, got high reviews, and I think that's why it's hype right now. The other one is Resident 2 Remake. Funny enough, we were just talking about Resident Evil, but this one is going to be up for sale for $20 right now. Also, it looks like, I'm not even sure this is for the Black Friday sale or what, but the Steam controllers, guys, they're on sale because they're actually sadly getting discontinued. Valve seems to be giving up on these controllers, and I'll be completely honest, I have one. It went back in the box. I don't even honestly know where it went. I would show it to you. I really don't even know what I did with it. I took it out one time. It didn't work very well, and then I just put it away. Sadly, really quick review on them. The connectivities for most games, I couldn't seem to get it to connect and then run it to my TV, and then all that extra work. And the controller itself was freaking weird, dude. So I just couldn't get into it. Compared to the typical analogs that you have on your Xbox and PlayStation, it just didn't seem like it was as revolutionary as they wanted to be. Plus, Valve's kind of focusing right now on their Half-Life and their VR release. So that's coming out, I believe, March 2020. But it's in 2020 for sure. But look out for that. And if you want to pick up this controller, it's gonna be like $5 or something. Speaking of game deals though, guys, I actually picked up some myself. If you guys are interested in either of these games, pick them up yourself. But anyways, the first one, $5, I got it. It was Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Haven't got a chance to play it yet, but it was $5. Star Wars The Fork Awakens. So it was a quick pickup for me. I've had a guy that's been bugging me about playing some Star Wars games. I'm not gonna say who it is. I don't even know if he watches these videos, but anyways, he's been bugging me, so I picked it up. The other one that I picked up was Age of Empires 1 and 2 Definitive Edition. I've been playing the second one because that's the one that's kind of got the hype to it. We lost the video, but we're gonna keep rolling with this. And that last blip probably sounds terrible because I stopped mid-sentence. But yes, anyways, I picked up those games. They're really cool. Definitely peep them if you guys like RTS or if you guys like Lego games. One of the last things I want to mention, guys, is for any of you streamers out there, because I know there's a bunch of people that stream, Elgato, I'm not even sure when the sale's going to end or if it's going to end before this recording's even out, which is tomorrow, but they're having sales on a bunch of their stuff. I picked up one of their capture cards, the 4K ones, and it dropped like $50. They had the Stream Decks for sale. They had, I think, the Key Light for sale, some of the green screens, and a bunch of other stuff. So definitely take a look. It's on Amazon. That's where they're doing their sale. So peep it. It might apply to you, and it might still be going on. Don't miss out because their stuff's like the best right now. It's basically the Apple of streaming, or so it feels. But that's all I got for you guys on the Black Friday and the Steam sale stuff. But really good opportunities for, streamers and new games and new content. So pick something up if you guys have been eyeing something. Okay, number 5 was actually supposed to be its own, but I just mixed it into number 4. So that's the Steam controller. So unfortunately, we kind of already covered that. So 4 and 5 are 4.5. My bad. I really messed that up. And all right, guys, let's not forget, we have some games coming out for this next week. There's actually one that I still want to pick up that technically came out this last week. It's the Five Nights at Freddy games. I've got to go check out to see how much those cost on the Switch, but those dropped. We talked about it last week, but let's just jump right into this, guys. There's a handful of games. We'll get right through this, and then we'll call it a close. All right, guys, first on the list, Arise, A Simple Story. That's coming out for PC, PS4, Xbox One on December 3rd. The next few games are all going to be December 3rd, so I don't have to repeat myself and sound like a broken record. Blair Witch for the PlayStation 4. That's already been released, but it's looking like it's coming out for that console in particular. I'm not sure how good this game is. I didn't hear many good reviews, so just take that one with a grain of salt because I'm not entirely sure if it's worth the buy. Fight and Rage for the PS4. Halo, the Master Chief Collection. Now this is a big one for PC gamers. That's December 3rd. I'm going to just highlight on it again. Definitely worth the pickup if you're a Halo fan. I'm probably going to have to pick that up. Granted, I have it on the Xbox already to play with PC friends and the server. As well as Halo Reach, guys. That's PC and Xbox One. I'm not entirely sure why it's Xbox One. It might just be a report and a remake. I haven't been paying enough attention, but yes, both December 3rd. Life is Strange 2, Episode 5. That's for the PC, PS4, Xbox One. Life is Strange 2 Collector's Edition, PC, PS4, Xbox One. That's the European end. Neverwinter Nights, an enhanced edition for the PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Phoenix Point for the PC and the Xbox One. Saga Scarlet Grace Ambitions for the PC, PS4, and the Switch. Scriptum VR, the Neighbor's House Escape Room for the PC. That actually kind of sounds cool. An escape room. I would literally get lost in the headset and then forget to take the headset off. Simulacra for the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Switch. Tools Up for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. You frickin' tool. I haven't heard that in forever. All right, guys, jumping into December 5th. Looks like Alien Isolation is coming to the Switch. I played that game. I own that game. Personally, wasn't a huge fan. You barely see the aliens, at least in the beginning part. So it's not really a spoiler, just giving you a heads up. So, you know, only pick that up if you're like a diehard Alien fan or you want to play it on Halloween. Darksiders Genesis for the PC and the Stadia. Mosaic for the PC. And then on December 6th, guys, we've got Ancestors of Humankind Odyssey for PS4 and Xbox One, Assassin's Creed, the Rebel Collection for the Switch, and Space Pioneers for the Switch. Those are all for December 6th, guys. That comes to a close, guys, for the forecast. Appreciate you guys listening and tuning into that stuff. Sometimes I know it gets a little bit lengthy, but the one that I'm looking forward to is Halo Reach and the Halo Master Chief Collection for the PC. Huge one. I literally forgot about it because it was mentioned and it went right over my head. Literally forgot about it, and then we were streaming the other day and someone's like, "You picking it up?" And I'm like, "Picking it up?" And they're like, "Yeah, the new game." I was like, "Oh, frig." So I'm gonna definitely have to see if I can't get that in my affordability and play that, but it's gonna be super hype. You guys let me know what game you guys are looking forward to the most on the list that I provided, and if you guys have anything for maybe the future in like the coming weeks that you guys want me to talk about, let me know in the comments below. Really do appreciate it. Guys, before you guys take off, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Hit the ding, hit the bell. It'll let you guys know every single time that I drop a new video, every Sunday and Wednesday. We'll leave it at that, guys. We'll run on the close. I appreciate you guys. Take it easy. We'll see you guys next week. I gotta come up with like an actual hook for my end, like I nail my beginning, like I'm like, yo, Game Culture King /215. I gotta do something for the end. You guys, like, if you come up with any ideas, just like drop that as well in the comments. Just be like, this is how normal YouTubers end it. Oh man, I barely drink any of that coffee. It's time to start now. Let's chug. Bye.